Suffering has become virtuous, making accountability a cuss word.
Keep my wife's name out your...
People knew where I lived. My car got stolen. It was very clear it had to been someone I knew. They broke my trunk window because I had an SUV, the back window. That was where my extra key was. So somebody I was allowing in my space, you know what I'm saying? Take accountability and be like, you have fault too.
This young man is constantly traveling to further his education, refining his craft, and elevating his customer service experience. You learn that being accountable is far more productive than pointing the finger at others.
Got myself in a situation, and at first I wanted to blame the other person for that situation, but then I had to take accountability, like, but you chose, you know, to be with that person knowing that you had all these like red flags, you know, you were doing stuff you weren't supposed to be doing. And I feel like having to sit there and really take accountability and be like, you have fault too, you know what I'm saying? And like, I couldn't even like be upset at the person. I could only be upset at my own self because you could have did things to prevent yourself, but you didn't. You wanted to do what CJ wanted to do. So that, I guess that would be your answer, like doing what CJ wants to do. That's what I kept doing for a while. I'm always been like stubborn, like just always want to do what I want to do. People can tell me something, give me advice, and they'll go through one ear out the other. And I think like, especially like living in Charlotte, like I had to really like sit down and have to take accountability for a lot of my stuff. Cause I was like, I'm really like blaming other people and not really seeing what I'm doing wrong or what I'm doing to not allow certain situations to happen. Yeah, I had to grow from that, for real. Like, I had to take accountability. I do now too. Like, I still take accountability. Like, and for a while I would not. I was so prideful and stubborn. When I first moved down there, I stayed with him for like a month and a half, and then I got my own spot. And that's one thing. Speaking about having my own spot, that's my first time having my first apartment. Let me just say this. We gonna talk about growth and learn lessons. Since I moved back and been in my own spot, ain't nobody been over there. Let me tell you something. When I had my first spot, because I was new to the city, trying to have friends and stuff like that, just having everybody, oh, I'm having this kind of party, this Halloween party. Oh, I'm doing Sunday dinner today. Everybody just come over. Don't have everybody in your space. People are envy. People are jealous. And I'm not even just saying that was just the case, but I'm just saying in general, like, people come to your house and they may see the clothes you have or what you have in your house. You're just giving them too much space in your house. And they don't care. They leave shit all over your house. They just don't care. I think I was just allowing too many people in my space. People knew where I live. My car got stolen.
Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
Still trying to figure out who stole my car because it was very clear it had to been someone I knew. They said they got in my trunk, like broke my trunk window because I had an SUV. That was where my extra key was. So somebody I was allowing in my space, you know what I'm saying? So now I don't really have nobody in my car, my house. So that was definitely learned lesson that I grew from, because I was just doing whatever what CJ wanted to do. Anybody come to my house, anybody ride in my car, never again. Won't do it again. Can't. Better find an Uber. Better drive your own self. We can meet at a restaurant. Do you want to do that? You want to meet at, I don't know, a bar, but you can't come over here. I need to know you for some time. For real, because people are just crazy. They're crazy. I always tell my friend, I was like, it's like usually the first 3 weeks, the vibes are good. Relationship-wise or friend-wise, I feel like first 3 weeks, okay, like, yes, we friends, we da-da-da-da. Or if you dating someone like, or, oh yeah, like, we good. I feel like that third week, month, it's like a switch be happening. You be like, oh, you know who I thought you were. Like, something is off. And then you really notice who they really are. And you're like, I don't know if we should be friends or be cool. I don't know. Now I don't even really consider people like friends. Like, we need to be like kicking it before I consider you my friend. And that was another thing that, again, taking accountability for was, I feel like a lot of times I would just openly just tell people my business. And I feel like I wasn't doing it for like attention. I think I was just doing that because I'm just an open book. You know what I'm saying? Just connect with people, knowing that when you tell people your business, like, just because they say, oh, I won't tell no one. Do you not know? I did that a couple times when I was down there, like just telling people my business, just being open. They're doing the same thing. Later on, like, I'm just saying a fake name. Shaniqua, somebody. Now she know my business. Then Eddie know my business. Tim know my business. I'm like, you know my business. Well, she said this or he said, I'm like, we're all adults, you know, adults.
That's what the big people want you to think.
So in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, we still do this. Like, that's so high school. We're done with this. But people still do it at 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, way older than me. And they act like like an 18-year-old. It's insane. I'm like, I guess just some people, they never grow up. they couldn't have. That's why I say I don't even look at age anymore when it comes to like friends, relationships, people. Like there's, like you said, people could be 50, 60 and still just be still doing the same stuff. Don't really matter about your age. People are crazy. They're crazy. That's why I stay to myself. I had goals when I moved down there. I was getting to that place of meeting certain goals, but I think at that point I had put myself already in like a mess, if that makes sense. I found myself constantly always in a lot of just mess. Really, I just kept going through stuff over and over. And after a while, I just got kind of just like drained and tired. And I was just like, I'm just gonna move back home, be back with people, like my family and stuff. It was just a lot going on, like with my car getting stolen, my debit card got stolen. I got diagnosed with a terrible health issue. So it was just like a lot of just crazy shit that just kept happening to me. I was in a crazy situationship with someone. Then, like I said, I towards the end, again talking about having people in my space, had some friends that I thought was my friends, and right before I moved, and that was another reason why I moved, was I don't do this kid stuff. By the way, before you know this, I don't do kid stuff. It was over like some money. One of my friends owed someone else money or whatever. Long story short, it led into like them getting jumped, and then it was at my apartment complex, like trying to like do some crazy stuff. I was like, it's time to go. It sounds like some kid stuff. It's stuff that I don't do. I don't fight. I don't do none of that. So it was just a lot that was going on. And it, like I said, taking accountability. A lot of it was because of my own fault,
Dude, there's your car. Oh.